Okay, so this is supposed to be the fourth podcast, but it's actually officially going to be the third one because of why?
The last
I
one
was gone for a weekend, and the boys tried to do one, and a little guidance would have been
I showed up after
a lot
work.
of guidance.
I showed up after work.
Yeah, a lot of guidance was required. But the effort was there. They tried multiple microphones and cameras stuff and audio sources, and they put a lot of effort into it. But unfortunately,
it just didn't work out.
It didn't work out. So this is going to be the official third episode. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for putting up with the last one we did put out. We did take down. But besides that, we just got back from a 3-day run with a band called Oathbound. And the episode after this one that I'm going to upload, which is going to be right after this, is going to be involving those members. Only 3 of them, sadly, because we were in the green room. So we were having people revolving through it. And so, yeah. Anyways, I'm Ryan from Titan. Thanks for jumping on, watching the podcast. Go for it, Joe.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we went on a 3-day tour with Oathbound. Where did we go? What was the first one?
First one was at Rockefeller in Medford, Oregon.
And then we went to Chico. What was the venue called?
Mulberry Station.
Dude, I'm tired. We got like no sleep. And then we played yesterday in the Alpine in Reno. That was a fun venue.
Yeah, that was. It was one of those moments where I was telling Joe, I was like, dude, you're going to play this venue and you're going to think like, you're going to feel like a rock star because the venue is like huge and the sound is fantastic.
No, that venue was great. Everything was literally perfect. It was a great experience. And I cannot wait to play there again in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we'll be there July 11th.
Yeah.
But what were your ups and downs about this run?
The ups and downs. A lot of ups. There was only one down. We don't really want to talk about that one. But no, it was cool.
Be careful who you work with.
Yeah, be careful who you work with.
Yeah, vet and find out who you're working with.
Other than that, though, all 3 venues, it was a fun time. Everyone showed up. We sold out Rockefeller. That was great. And then in Chico, that place was pretty filled up. There was how many people for that one?
101.
Yeah,
through the door.
Yeah, it was great. Everyone was having time of their lives. Last night there was a ton of people too at the Alpine.
105.
Yeah, and that was just crazy. All the bands, everyone going. Oh, it was
perfect.
It was literally perfect.
Yeah,
I had a great time.
Yep.
And then Oathbound, they were awesome to tour with. Got to hang out, share stories, and then they were cooking food. So we're eating burritos with each other, and they have a hot sauce and salsa, super good. That was, I love hot sauce, so those are some of my positives.
Yeah, that's good. For me, it was just hurting myself on the first day. A water bottle. As if anybody that knows who we are or have kept up with us the last 365. I've broken my ankle on tour before and still fucking played the whole tour. And I almost did the exact same thing. There's a water bottle. I'm assuming it's a water bottle. And the reason why I keep saying that's because I was jumping up and down on the beginning of a song, and all of a sudden my ankle just fucking snapped. It hurt so bad, and I looked over at Joe and Hector and Ugo, and I looked at all of them, and I looked as like, oh my God.
You fell into me, and you were like trying to tell me in the middle of a song, and then when I read your lips, and you were like, I think I broke my ankle. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, but like as soon as it happened, I looked down and there was a fucking water bottle, and I was like, oh my God, I just got broken by a water bottle. And I was limping the rest of the show, but I tried my best to not let it stop me. So I was still doing probably 65% or maybe 70% of my regular self. But
yeah, you were still going hard.
Yeah, there was so many cables all over the ground, and there was like I don't know, 10 or 15 water bottles just
on the
all
left
over
side,
the
it was
stage.
horrible. There was a bunch over there.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, in my mind, I'm going to start being like, yo, no, get the water bottles off the stage. Like, there should only be one for each of us on stage that when we're playing, unless you need two, but I never even finished one.
It was other previous bands.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, you know, like,
stuff, yeah.
that's, I'm like,
You need a clean stage before each band. When you go on, you should clear the whole stage.
Yeah, especially if you played and you knew, like, you brought a water bottle or something, like, you know, maybe that'll be the topic of this one. The topic is leaving the stage how you found it, you know, or maybe leave it better than how you found it. I feel like that's a good thing because I know for us, I'm always, even when we're not headlining, I'm still trying to clean up and pick up extra stuff that I can. If we don't have a merch guy, then obviously I run the merch and take care of it. But if we have somebody running merch with us, then I could let them kind of handle that and I could clean up and help out there. And, you know, it's always taking off the water bottles that I brought up and just trying to clean up while I'm up there. Even when we're getting ready, like if I'm set up, then in my mind, I'm like, oh, I should clean up some of this mess up here. And sometimes I'll like take the set lists that were left up there. I'll take them off the stage and I'll put them in like a small pile and put them off somewhere else. Just because like I feel like every act, that's their moment for it to be about them. So we should leave the stage empty so they could fill it up how they want to present themselves. And I feel like that's really important.
Yeah, I agree.
So, you know, I guess like leading off of that, all the good, you know, good for what I would say something good about the run would have been last night. I mean, well, not even just last night because it was still fun meeting everybody. And each show progressively got better, which was even awesome.
Yeah.
Because the fact that it was like first night, even though I got hurt, you know, the crowd react to us headlining stuck around as long as they did. And the show went past the time it was supposed to.
Yeah.
So that was very thankful. And then when we played the Mulberry Station, we have a great contact now for a future venue for us to play, but also for something we are going to plan on doing there. So I'm excited about that one. We got to talk about that later on. And then last night was like perfect. It was literally the only way it would have been better would just be more people to share how badass that moment was. That would have been about it. Besides that, it was fantastic. And I'm, you know, really thankful for the venue being as awesome as they were and, you know, loving. And, you know, I realized too, the Mulberry Station and this venue, the managers, sound people, everyone we worked with, when we first met everybody, it was always like a little like, oh, I don't know you thing. But then after each one of those shows, like those two shows, it was like the staff loved us. Yeah. Was so like, oh, you know, we usually do 80-20 split. Here's 100% of the door now because you guys fucking killed it. And I think you deserve more than what we have. Like, you know, so it feels really good when I could present myself as a professional and then perform really great where even the bartenders are like, dude, I wish I was off the clock so I could have thrown down. Because that's what the security guy said.
Literally.
He's like,
everyone was just going, and you could just tell
every song.
They wanted to get in there, and everyone never stopped. It just kept going.
Yeah. Last time we had that was at the Old Sacramento show. Old Sacramento. It was Old Ironsides. Yeah. Literally at Old Ironsides. It was from the beginning of the set to the very end. Even on our soft songs, people were moshing. And which is funny because even in Love, the entire time that Hector's singing, there's a circle pit happening. And I was like, why is there a circle pit happening when he's just...
It's the energy.
Yeah, it's just...
the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, on top of that, we had the encore.
Oh, yeah, the encore.
And they wanted more. So we had another encore after the encore.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we had a huge lead up to an encore song, and then they were like, yo, we want another one. And I was like, can we do it? And everyone, the sound guy was like, yeah, he was loving us. And it was pretty great because as you're watching the set, I'm going to post a video of our set because I filmed it. You'll see the light show progressively get even better with what they're doing. So we have our own that's on stage, and then the light guy also has like their own massive setup. But then you can tell throughout the set, he's like progressively getting better with all of our songs. Like he was dialed in. And what you were saying, you saw him rocking out, or what did you see?
Oh yeah, him. Yeah, the sound guy and the light guy, they were both just going ham. They were headbanging to us the whole time. They were having a great time.
That's cool.
Literally, not one person was even the bartenders, I think, were over there headbanging too.
Yeah,
they were having a good time.
Yeah, it's pretty nice to be going back there, because like the last time we played there was last year, and we didn't headline there. You weren't in the band.
I wasn't
then.
in the band.
I'm trying to think who last night. I don't remember. I don't think it was Everglade. Oh man, I don't remember. I don't have the poster. But yeah, I do know we didn't headline last time we played there, but it's pretty cool to be able to headline there, and also cool that we found out, because like I know a lot of venues, or maybe not a lot, but it seems like most venues these days do a physical pre-sales for local bands that are playing, and we didn't do that for this show, which I didn't realize we didn't. So I was like, when I found out, I was like, oh man, there's only like 59 tickets sold online. I was like, fuck. I was like, well, at least, you know, the silver lining is at least I know 59 people bought online to see us play. Yeah. And then fuck no, it like doubled, and I was like, oh my God, like no pre-sales. It was just straight promotion, and we still got that like over 100 people to come show up. I was super stoked, so thankful. Like it was just it's a great blessing to know we don't need like local bands to be pushing physical sales to bring people. We can just put a really good mix of touring and local bands together, and people are going to show up for the whole show. That's really cool. But do we have like a specific topic we really want to talk about? I feel like this is just more of like a recap.
Yeah, just a recap of what was going on, since we've kind of been inconsistent with everything.
And we've been trying, but literally with weekend runs back to back.
Yeah, and then jobs and everything. We're so busy.
You're fine. I'm going to edit all this out. You're totally cool. Okay. Yeah, I have so much editing to do. Maybe I'll just leave that one thing. I'll comment, put that, and then I'll just skip again. So we sat here for a little bit, and we realized there was so much that happened over this weekend, and we're thinking about different topics of what we could talk about. And I have a couple of things that I would actually like to say. So let's talk about ways that I've taught Oathbound more stuff. Okay. So something I taught them was it seems like something we've been teaching people is the big cartel thing with having your online store tied with your physical merch tables. And so it's really cool being able to tell somebody like, hey, you know, like if while we're on the road, if you still want to support us to help us get to point A to point B, you could buy from our online store, and then we could ship your thing out tomorrow before we go to the venue, XYZ or whatever. And then on top of that, so big cartel is a really good idea for that. But there's different ones. People use Square. But I just didn't like the layout. I like big cartel's nice. It's super simple. It updates everything. Like you have all your options, tap to pay, Venmo, whatever you need. Yeah, it's there. And you could do inventory straight up right there, and it pays out like within the next like day or two. You'll get paid out everything to the bank account. You have a link to it. So that was really cool to show them, because they were like, what are you using? And I showed them, and they're like, oh my God, that's so easy and simple. And then another really good thing that we taught them was another good thing. I don't know why it took so long to think about this. And the other good thing is doing a raffle with the bands that are there and yourself. So, and I know like this is kind of like, not everyone's the same. Everyone's different. But, you know, if you want to do it, try it. If you don't, hey, don't try it. I don't care. But for us, something I was teaching them is how to work together to make sure everyone gets more people to their merch table, right? So what you can do is you can say, hey, we're raffling off a pop or a action figure or a bunch of fucking stuffed animal. Just something random, not music related. And the reason why you don't do something music related is because most people might not know your band, might not care about your band, might not like your band. But if they see like something really cool, like some sort of, you know, like pop that is like horror themed, or they see like a pack of Pokemon cards, or they see something that is more eye catching than like a drum head or a cymbal, try that and say, hey, that you get a free raffle ticket for just even walking up right now. And then
As soon as you come in the door.
yeah, actually, yeah. So you should have somebody right at the door. So we normally have Ugo or Hector will be at the front door right after somebody pays for the door. They'll hand them a ticket and say, hey, take this ticket to a free raffle to the Titan table. And then it's, our guy will, Ryan will explain to you how it works. And most of the time, those people show up to our table. And at that point, it's my job to either upsell something to the customer or just take the ticket and let them know, like, hey, anything you buy from us or any of the bands tonight, you're going to get extra tickets to win this random thing that we have. And most of the time, people are like, oh, any table? And I'm going to say, yeah, well, I gave all the bands tickets to the event or to the raffle. So if you buy anything from them, you just come back over, give us your little ticket, and then I'll, take it or rip half of it or whatever. And it just helps get people to everyone's tables. And it's just another way of working together. Because most of the time, a lot of people don't ever go to merch tables. They always look, but they never really go. It just gives everybody the chance to meet someone new and talk a little bit. So that was something that I was talking to her about. And she just was like, dude, you have this dialed in on how to get people. And I'm like, I try. And then I think another thing that we kind of talked to them about was, I think it would be more of you of like doing the lights with Ableton and.
Oh yeah, because I didn't expect them to have lights. So when we showed up, I see the big light system and I'm like, oh, because I like to do lights and all the programming. So we were talking about that and their system, and they run the same thing. And I was kind of showing him, okay, this is how I do mine. And then he was telling me how he does his. It's pretty cool. Like seeing someone that does the same thing and it's all super DIY is what I love.
Yeah. Well, we didn't really know. We've been going really hard with all the shows and getting ready for all the new stuff that we've been doing. And we also have Titan Fest coming around, and that's something that we're trying our best at being more professional about. I was in Florida for like a week, so I am still sick from that shit. And so, between being on for a week, getting sick, home for 2 days, leaving for another 3-4 days, I'm defeated mentally and emotionally and physically. And Joe, how are you feeling?
I am tired. Yeah, literally.
As you can tell, we're definitely tired.
Work doesn't stop, and then going from work to shows, and then, for him, it's the same thing. It just doesn't stop. Days off, there's no days off. It doesn't stop. But that's part of the passion and all that. And you can kind of find that balance, it just, if you enjoy it, it's worth it to be tired. I'd rather be doing this than not doing anything. Music's life, I think.
Yeah, literally, as soon as I woke up, walked down the living room, and I was like, we were already game planning what our day was going to look like.
Yep.
And people think, I don't know, like it's different. Like some people are lucky and they, how do you say it? They write a one-hit wonder, or they make a really good EP or maybe a really good record, and it takes off, and then they get hire 1 million people to do everything for them. But when you're in the position that we're in, where it's like, hey, it's hard work all the time, 24/7, it's literally 24/7, even when you don't want it to be, and is. But something I've been learning too, or not really learned, but I've learned over the years, is that it's really a part of you. And when it's your life, it doesn't mean you can't go and play video games or go to the movies or anything like that. But it's literally your life, as in it should be the only thing that you are waking up thinking about and going to bed thinking about if you want to find success in it in one way or another. Because everyone's definition of success is different. And that's also what I've learned too.
Yeah.
Some people, and like, here's a good example. How many times as a person that plays music, if you're listening to this, or maybe even like somebody that has a career goal or something, but like how many times have you achieved something that you were like, oh, I just want to get this thing done. I just want to do this one thing. I just want to do this one thing. And every time you do that one thing, you're like mentally checking it off, but you're not even like celebrating it really. So depending on what your level of success looks like, which is different for everybody, it's always good to, you know, remember the goals and milestones you have and had, and remember how far you've come. Because in my mind, I'm thinking like, dude, I've always wanted to play Aftershock. Okay, played Aftershock. Always wanted to start my own festival. Start my own festival. Wanted to put my own record out. Put a record out. Wanted a song on YouTube. Put a song on YouTube. All those things were dreams and thoughts at one point. And so think about what you've gone through. Think about what you want to do, and really kind of like embrace those things and be happy that you were able to do those things, because a lot of people don't. So, you know, start small with like, I've always wanted to put a song on YouTube or a video. Start with, oh, I want to have my own album artwork or my own t-shirt design. Start doing those little things and knocking them off, because every time you do one of those things, you knock them off of your bucket list. It becomes more realistic of, oh, I can do anything I really want to do. I don't know where I was going with all that, but I just felt like that was something people needed to hear for some positivity. But yeah, I think I'm. Oh, it's because we're talking about working hard. Yeah, no, literally, it's we get home, woke up, went straight to working on stuff, left the house, shipped merch out that people bought while we were on the road, and then got back, went through all of our merch, recounted everything, started up the podcast, and then right after I'm done with this, you guys will see it uploaded, and then I'm going to be uploading another one while I'm editing another one. So I'll upload this one after I edit it, then I'll upload the
Oathbound.
No, I'll upload this, and then while this one's uploading, I'm gonna edit the Oathbound one.
Yeah.
Upload that, and then while that's uploading, I'm gonna edit our live feed or the live show, whatever, and then I'll upload that onto our actual band page. And we still have to do a video for Titan Fest.
Yep.
So if you guys want to support us, we'll have the merch link in the bottom and all that in the description. And we do have like very limited sizes and stuff right now, because this weekend we actually did really well and sold most of our stuff, which is pretty incredible. So we do have some stuff left over. We're going to look into doing another merch order pretty soon. And so if you don't see your size, check back in a couple weeks or sooner. But you know, keep watching the podcasts, because we'll talk about those kind of things and let you know what we do have. And yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. And Titan Fest is September 4th, 5th, and 6th. Come out. It's 32 bands, right? I think it's like 32 bands or whatever for like, it's 32 bands for like $40, and it's 3 days long.
Can't beat the price.
Yeah. So yeah, Log Off Brewing, Rancho Cordova, September 4th, 5th, and 6th. And the ticket link also will be in the description of the YouTube video. So tighten up. Peace out.